Welcome guys to the Dead Vishika and welcome to the Track Talk podcast. We have PK, we have Jihan, we have AM, and we're going to talk about the triple header with these triple heads. And we're going to talk about Spa, we're going to talk about Zandvoort, we're going to talk about Monza, the crazy Monza as always. So, first of all, we'll begin with our most favorite, the most amazing race that I've ever seen, which is the Spa, the Belgian GP. What a race, guys! What a race! The
What a
wet
race.
weather race,
Transforms.
the longest ever race ever in the history of F1. But jokes aside, what did you guys think about the whole weekend of the Belgian GP? We'll start with PK. You can go ahead first. Yeah.
Well, it was 3 weeks ago. Shit, I don't remember now. ऐसे बोला एकदम
George
से on
Russell
the
got
point.
P2, and we didn't have a race. We had 2 laps of safety car.
Yeah, that fucking wow. That was straight up bullshit. And I guess to sum it up, it was the FIA, the mafia struck again and made some rash decisions that don't make any sense at all. Like it's absolutely unfair on the drivers and absolutely unfair to the fans. It was just a shit show all around. Well, the rain didn't help, but I guess the FIA should have like cancelled the race completely. And the worst part is the fans didn't even get their money back. They only got to see 2 laps of their favorite drivers and sadly went home after waiting 4 hours in the rain or something like that. And yeah, it was pretty sad. Wasn't that great of an experience as a viewer. So
So, what
yeah,
did you think about George's P2? What about that wet weather poly lap?
It was it was something of a that you don't see like on a regular basis. Like I think he was on a completely different level. I saw that there's a video where he was being compared to Verstappen. His lap was being compared to Verstappen's lap, and it was only in the last sector where Verstappen actually came ahead of uh, Russell, because in sector 1 and sector 2 of that poly lap, George was completely ahead of Verstappen. So that was something like it's like a build up to the 2022 championship. So where they'll have hopefully competitive cars, and we already know these drivers are like really going for it. So yeah, we also saw that in Hungary, where Russell wasn't letting Max Verstappen an easy way through. So it was cool. Yeah, but about the race, it was nearly 5 hours of foreplay and then KLPD.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
KLP'd in the true sense.
Yeah.
The only thing we got out of it was memes, like just memes.
Yes. Mm.
And even the podium celebration, even though like George was very happy and all, like it felt like जबरदस्ती का चलो ठीक है podium करवा रहे हैं, and you're getting half points for a 3 lap, not even a race. It was just 3 laps under one was a formation lap and 2 laps under safety car. It was
No, like, yeah, about that, what I would like to say is that even in Monza in 2008, the race was started with under a safety car. So the safety car did around 3 to 4 laps in the beginning, but the laps were being counted. And then when the rain started to like phase out, that is when the safety car came in. So the start was legit, but
yeah.
everybody knew that the rain was not stopping
The rain was
because
pouring
we
on
have
us.
so much technology and things like they already know what's going to happen now. Like
Yeah.
they already knew the rain wasn't going to stop. So it was all formality and just an exhibition sort of a race. So
just to get that race qualified, just to get that race classified, they did that.
yes, yeah,
And they
exactly.
did not even do that properly. Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
it came about, you know, na FIA का classification के लिए you need, if a race is red flag, then the race, I said the wrong word, the race will be counted 2 laps backward, but for a race to be classified, you need at least 2 laps. So
yeah,
they did total of 3 laps minus 2 laps, then you have 1 lap. But you need another lap to qualify that. But they said कि नहीं चलेगा.
yeah. मतलब खुद ही रूल बना रहे हैं, खुद ही को इवेल्युएट कर रहे हैं, तो फिर दिक्कत ही क्या है? मतलब खुद को मेडल पहना दिया, दैट ओबामा वाला मीम. तो
That's why they call the mafia.
Seriously,
Yeah, so
what
it
it
was
is,
quick.
They do what they wish.
I mean, what I would like to just add is that people should really start watching the other races. Like they should have watched the qualifying. It was really good.
yeah.
Lando's drive was amazing. I think he would have qualified first.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
definitely on for it.
Yep.
And then there are moments where Sebastian Vettel goes ahead and checks. Like,
I had kind of predicted it, because even previously Lando had a really blistering lap record on Spa. So I was rooting again that it was gonna be a McLaren day
yeah,
in Spa, and that is where I was predicting that McLaren's luck would turn around. It did eventually.
Yeah,
We'll get there. But to perform well, because he really has the lay of his car now. He has it set up as well as he could have, and he did. It showed on qualifying that he had a nice. He had. I think he had the fastest lap.
No,
If I'm not sure.
that was Mazepin.
Oh,
got
that
the
was
fastest lap.
Mazepin. Wow. Okay.
but that was under the
Yeah.
safety car. Now.
That was
I
under
don't
the
know,
safety car.
Okay, it's a
So
good
basically,
start to have.
basically,
it will be
it
a
was the
trivial
safety
question,
car's fastest lap.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be good trivia questions for quizzes, like did you know?
Which race?
Yeah.
I mean, Haas got the fastest lap. मतलब that is like पिछले 3 साल में पहला fastest lap है शायद ना वो, something like that.
Probably, I don't know.
Correct.
Well,
Yeah. Also, I mean, FIA played this bad. Like they knew the build-up was really not in their favor. Like we had around, I think, 3 accidents this weekend at Spa, and the rain was not just not going away. And they knew they had the technology to predict whether it was going to stop or not, the rain. So they should have cancelled it.
they can get in touch with the meteorological department, like to get the accurate rain.
They
forecast.
have their own stuff, man. They track all the weather and they know at which corner there will be rain at what time and everything.
And still,
Like, they were not just letting it out. By pole they yaar nahi hoga race. Matlab, you have the best 20 drivers on your grid. You don't want them hurt and stuff.
the worst. I told you that the worst part, the viewers got the worst part of the deal. The people watching at home, not so bad, but the people who were there,
Who paid so many.
disappointed. Even while watching the telecast, we could see the disappointment in everyone's faces. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that
And it
was
was so
sad.
clear, man. Dude, nothing was visible. Nothing was visible. It was pouring like fuck, man.
How did they even expect? How did they even?
Yeah, how do you expect? Matlab, it was torrential rain, like thunderstorm आ गया था भाई.
Yeah, the moment पहला कार निकला, मैक्स अपना पहला लैप मारा, उसी में दिख गया कि भाई इतना स्प्रे आ रहा था पीछे की तरफ, क्या कहाँ कुछ दिखेगा उसके पहला आदमी के आगे, पहला आदमी कोई कुछ नहीं दिख रहा था। यूजुअली बोलते हैं कि रेन में द फर्स्ट गाय हैज द क्लियरेस्ट व्यू ऑफ द ट्रैक, इवन ही couldn't see. The fuck are the people behind him gonna do? It was a recipe for disaster. They
Yeah.
shouldn't have even let the
In
car
middle
get
of-
out.
Yeah. Somewhere in the
Because-
middle of that chaos, like between the actual time of race start and halfway between where the race actually happened, I think somewhere Verstappen gave out a statement like, "Yeah, we are good to go."
Yeah,
Why-
Max did say that.
Yeah, Max did say that.
because
Yeah.
because he wanted that point anything. he was absolutely desperate to get more points and get closer to Hamilton. But-
Yeah.
Which he did.
You know, other like even if it was not racing, I was still sitting in front of the screen. I was watching Vettel and Schumacher play football. It was
Yeah, that was
it
that was
cool. It
wholesome.
was cool.
That was wholesome.
yeah.
Wholesome throwback. Wholesome
Yeah.
throwbacks to.
Yeah. To seven.
Have you seen that?
I think all of them should play football together on maybe Fridays and Saturdays. Leclerc, Sainz,
Yeah.
Vettel, and Schumacher.
Schumacher.
These guys. Yeah, these are good
Man,
players for football. Yeah.
which makes me remember Michael Schumacher hasn't been out of coma yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
sad.
Wow.
have you guys watched the
Yeah.
documentary already?
I
Yeah.
wanted to watch it.
Yeah, I've
I
watched
haven't
it.
yet.
watched it.
Let's move on to Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix, because it
Yeah.
was a sea of orange, like from start to finish. It was a race which didn't have a lot of overtaking, but yeah, Max like was a clear cut winner, but Lewis was still able to match him. Lewis was still able to get close to him, even though at the end he fell off a bit. He was still closer than I think he said that he would be, or people thought he would be. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah.
And McLaren did badly because again, their car isn't suited to that sort of track. Because in Spa they did really well, and Spa is a fast track. But again, Zandvoort, it has what kind of corners would you call it?
It's a street circuit.
It's just the corners
Yeah,
are
the
really
corners
really
are
nice.
like a street circuit.
Narrow
There
and
is one
it goes like
U-turn.
this.
There's
It's
a
not
little
a-
U-turn.
yeah. My one's a pura U-turn only.
Yeah.
There's just one straight and you don't floor the throttle at all, like
Yeah.
except for the straight. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that
Come on,
is
screen record हो रहा है ना तेरा?
Yeah.
हाँ, तो I'll share my screen. We should show the track when we are talking about it.
yeah. So
So-
it's like a completely windy track and it's so undulating. Like it's like a roller coaster for real.
Seriously.
I can't see it. Yeah, now I can. Yeah. It is a roller coaster.
See, the turn number 12 is the worst. Like but to be honest, Hamilton like just pulled it through. He knew he couldn't win. He like Max the cockiness in Max. Well, not, I shouldn't say cockiness, but the confidence in Max showed. Like at the end, towards the end of the race, like it was the middle of the race. He had already switched from medium to hard tires.
Our
And
tires.
whenever a driver goes hard, pun intended, it's like it shows the guy has confidence. Pun intended.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like hard, the moment you see it means that they really know the track. Like they really know the track. They know where the grip is. They know
Yeah.
they have charted their perfect path through the track, and now they are just gonna set lap record after lap record, which he kept breaking. he set his own lap record and then broke it himself. Why that level of skill and like it could only be achieved after like using or maybe driving on the track for years, which he has been doing since its home GP. He has the most experience there, so it kind of showed. But still, Hamilton was after all, he is the most experienced guy on the track right now. So of course he was able to pull.
No,
But
that's that pressure guy Alonso. He's the most
yeah.
experienced.
Yeah.
Well, the most experienced holding on the podium.
Yeah. Kimi was
Are you
there.
still?
Kimi was
Are
also
you?
there.
Yeah, no, Kimi was not. Kimi was not participating on this. It was Kubica.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, this was the one where he was struck with COVID.
Yeah.
I just
The-
watched F2 because I have nothing to do in the weekend. I don't know all the drivers, but yeah, it was a better race at Zandvoort.
Well, you are forgetting one crucial detail. Why Zandvoort was a very interesting race. What the? How can you forget? How are you guys
Because the
forgetting?
cars, because the
No,
cars are same.
Gasly went from somewhere in the midfield to fourth. That in a shit car, in an Alpha Tauri, he went from.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Didn't he
went
qualify
from-
fourth? I thought he qualified fourth.
No.
I
Oh,
was
he
talking
had
about
qualified
F2,
fourth.
man.
What?
I was talking about F2.
हाँ नहीं I understand, but मतलब हम F1 वाला race का बोल रहे हैं कि
Okay.
well, the most interesting part to look at the Dutch GP, aside from the top three, which were very predictable, was the fact that Gasly really showed how well now he has set up his car. Like the car setup in his mind is absolutely flawless, and I guess he has. Where is Gasly from?
France.
France. Okay, but
Pierre Gasly. Pierre.
Yeah. Anyways, but still, like it showed. I think Gasly, like in the current generation of drivers, Gasly would be the best.
But
To be honest, Hamilton has always been the champion of the fact that he would lose a battle or two so that he could win the war, right? He
Yeah.
always try. After joining Mercedes, we have seen him really caress the car. Like he does not take any chances with his car. If he can avoid it, he will avoid it because he knows the car is too valuable. It's his instrument. It's like every sports person's like one thing that they hold dear. If you see a tennis player, you would see like he always protects his racket as much as he can because like it's his instrument. A golfer saves his clubs and so on and so forth. But so that is why we see that Hamilton has always been careful about his car. If he can avoid an accident, if he can avoid an altercation, he will avoid it. Because whereas Max has always been pedal to the metal, like let's go boys, who gives a shit?
These boys. Let's shun
Yeah.
these boys.
Yeah,
Can we-
as we will see.
on
later.
that note, can we talk about Monza now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
About
yeah.
damn time. About damn time.
Yes.
Yes.
Get in
boys.
there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there.
Yeah.
It's the day we celebrate for Daddy Boy. Daddy Boy.
I was already so happy that he qualified P3 and then went on to the front race because of Bottas ka penalty. But like the race went in itself, him dominating the car and managing to pull such a gap with from Max as well. Like he
Excuse me.
constantly he managed to keep him out of the DRS zone for a long time. Even though Max was trying to get closer, they couldn't follow him. They're just like dirty air mein, they were going back.
The race start, man. It was
We can start by the sprint race, sprint quali itself. What do you guys?
yeah. Sprint Kohli has issues.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
the-
what happened to
could-
Gasly would not happen to Gasly if it did not have a sprint quali. It was uncalled for. It was not required. It's
well,
it's-
they are
it just
they are
made me
testing,
so-
trying new things. Like you said, more people need to watch the qualifying and everything. So this is a way for them. But they can easily fix
it's
the
not a
problem.
qualifying. Now it's a race altogether. You're
Yeah.
given two races.
Yeah.
So
It is a race.
I mean,
It is a race, absolutely. But the fact that they want more viewers to watch more of their content, this is a very short way to since it's a faster format of the race, instead of
Yeah.
300 kilometers, it's 100 kilometers. So they could easily fix the problem with sprint race by just adding a point system to it again. Sprint race के भी end में, instead of deciding like who will start the race by just based on the results of the sprint race, they could easily assign a point system and add the points according to the position, and then get a total of the points from the qualifying and the sprint race, and then both of them would decide the grid on the final day. So the viewers, they can still get the viewers because the race is still exciting, and the problems we are seeing of the grid changing radically on race day would not happen, since it would have equal weightage as the qualifying, instead of being more important than the qualifying.
yeah, I think what you're trying to say makes sense, but I
But
don't
Mafia-
see the purpose of sprint qualifying at all. I just fail to see the purpose. I don't know.
It's totally for viewership.
Yeah,
It's totally for viewership. It's
yeah,
a
but I
basic
think
cash grab.
yeah, exactly. But I think they should promote F2 and women's series races more than creating another race for the F1 calendar every weekend. I don't see the point. We have the viewership for F2 is much less compared to F1. Okay, you already have people who are watching races, but they are watching only one kind of race, only F1 race. Okay, what they should be actually doing, according to me, is that they should be pushing the F2 race to the same extent as they are pushing to, if not the same, but somewhere to a comparable extent, as much as they are pushing the F1 races. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about Danny Rick, man. Let's talk
Yes.
about Danny
Oh,
Rick
yeah,
and Lando and the crash and everything. Oh my god.
By the way, I want to just clarify one thing. A lot of people missed out on it. Is when Lando started getting closer to Danny Rick, when Lando very cheekily said, "Do you want me to stay here or do you want me to go ahead?" Very cheekily he said, "Can I take the first place?" Very cheeky. But people were saying, "Oh, see, Lando is fast. That's why he's able to get close to Danny Rick so quickly." But I heard the radio of Daniel Ricciardo throughout the race, and Daniel was purposely keeping Lando in his DRS zone so that Lando has DRS to pull away from Perez.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
He said to his-
it was a very smart strategy.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
I
he
saw
has
that.
been
I
here
saw
for-
that during the race. The positioning of both Lando and Daniel was very strategic, and they had
Yeah,
planned for
and-
it. It showed that they had planned.
And only the main problem was people were saying, see, Lando is faster than Daniel in this race also. But I'm just saying that was not so, because Daniel was able to pull away from Lando. He had pace.
Well, I think
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Daniel said on the radio, I'm purposely I'm keeping Lando in my DRS zone. That's why Lando was able to get so close to him, because the plan was then they said, ki, okay, like Daniel, you can push ahead because we are under threat from Bottas.
Yeah.
And people were saying कि नहीं Lando तो fast है इसलिए Lando हमेशा उसको overtake कर ही देगा, but that's something that pissed me off.
But to be honest, Lando could have. Lando didn't because he respects Danny too much.
Obviously, मतलब
No, like
there are team
it's like a team sport, so they
of
are
course,
already
and
getting
it's a team
yeah,
sport.
and when you're
And
trying
Danny
to
really desperately needed this. Like he needed this for his morale boost. And he probably behind the scenes, Lando and Daniel in the pits would have definitely discussed about it. And like Danny must have been very sad, and Lando must have been like, okay, let's go. This time we have to do this. We are not going to let this one go.
yeah.
Yeah, because Monza's track is very well suited for McLaren's car. They have straight line speed. They have the aero for it.
I think corners is something they struggle with the
They do struggle with because
like
there is a
Sochi might be a challenge for them.
Yep. Very much so because the McLaren cars understeer like anything. they struggle. I have seen Lando's dash cam and Lando struggles sometimes to just keep the car in check on the corners. Like he couldn't. It sometimes the cars gets away from him. Like he's fighting too hard with the car to like get into the corner while carrying speed. So he has to drop to a very low gear. I think like on the Zandvoort last one was Zandvoort, right? So Zandvoort ka U-turn wale mein he had to drop very low, more the rest of the
what you're saying, that's true. McLaren cars are slower at slower corners.
Yep, very slow. I would say
that is why Ferraris are faster at slower circuits because they have a better downforce aero and they are faster around the corners, around slower or any corners basically.
Yeah.
So yeah.
McLaren
Leclerc.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Leclerc. Charles Leclerc. He's an Leclerc. He's not still Leclerc. He's an Leclerc.
कौन लड़की बोली?
Well, the Tifosi definitely seemed a little disappointed with Leclerc, but he did as much as he could. He really fought.
He was fast.
He really fought.
Exactly. If you don't look at where
he ended up,
where they finished, it was a great race by
It was a great race.
Yeah, I think he was putting the car where it shouldn't have been. Like
he constantly does that. He constantly does that.
Yeah, he constantly does that.
And I think we are seeing a very nice teamwork developing with between Leclerc and Sainz because constantly I heard I could see on the track that they have been strategizing and they kept they kept each other in their DRS zone so that it would help both of them climb up the
closing the gap.
So Sainz absolutely amazing work in helping Leclerc and the other way around too. So it really shows that they are
even for Sainz
well into their teamwork.
He had a big shunt on Saturday, right? Sainz.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and was it Saturday or was it Friday?
It was Saturday, I think. Qualifying.
It was Saturday. I mean, it was really difficult to watch that crash. Like,
blue or something like that happened, right? Because he went too far forward during the shot.
Yes.
FIA in fact started an investigation for that. Why did that happen? Because that was dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was dangerous. So yeah, these guys are like amazing. I don't think after a 250 kilometer an hour plus speed at a crash at that speed, I would get back into the car like the very next day or within a couple of hours.
Fighter
So
pilot mentality, man. Fighter pilot mentality.
fighter pilot. Yeah.
That's why they also refer to these drivers as pilots. They
They
sometimes
should
refer to
study.
them.
I know them.
They sometimes refer to them. Okay, he's the pilot of this car. Like
Mm.
it's not a widely used term, but they do sometimes call them like he's the pilot or they're the pilot because it is quite like that because they go through that sort of G-force as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah. And that too like like it's constant now. You go to the same turns for around
Multiple times. Yeah.
50-70 laps and मतलब 2 घंटे में same चीज कर रहा है इतना बार. So yeah.
Yeah. Going back to the start of the race, we saw Daniel like really taking the inside line and then sticking to it because
He went, matlab he sort of
Verstappen
his
had a
car
bad
went ahead Max Verstappen on like the start of the grid because I think his start was really good because
Yeah, and Verstappen had a bad start, I think.
yeah
Hamilton
maybe.
had a bad start, right?
No, Verstappen also. Yeah, Hamilton had a bad start, and Verstappen also had a bad
Yeah,
start.
because he didn't put into the right gear or something like that. Like he made no Hamilton.
Hamilton had an okay start. Hamilton had a bad start in the sprint.
No. He
Hamilton had a bad start to
he had
sprint.
his leg on the clutch for a longer period of time. Sorry, the leg. They have the clutch on their hand. Fuck. Anyways, so he left the clutch a little too late. That's what happened. I think it was either in qualifying or sprint or
It was
the main
in
race.
sprint. It was in sprint.
Okay.
Hamilton
But
was
what
that
happened with
was that
Verstappen?
He just had a bad start, and then Daniel picked that up. I think he mentioned that in his post race interview.
But that's typical of Max, to be honest. Like,
And then-
and
One thing happened was Max saw that Daniel Max was originally trying to stop Daniel, but then he saw that Lando was coming as well. So he then moved to the left to stop Lando.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Daniel had
ये
to clear
वैसा हो
run.
जाता है Singapore 2019, 2018.
Daniel was like, "Oh, not this time. Ain't gonna happen."
And Daniel had then had a clear run, like through.
Yeah. But
He was-
it was really nice to see McLaren have 1-2 after so long.
Yeah.
God
That
damn.
meme
long.
was crazy, na, from that podium where Bottas was seeing these three drenched in champagne and drinking from each other's shoes.
Yeah.
Abuse.
And Bottas was like, nah.
Yeah, no, like the caption was something like, when you have been abused, but you see a functional family.
That meme hit home too hard.
Hard as
Because so now that you have brought that up, we have seen like Bottas getting sidelined by Mercedes for way too long, and he has been to some extent he has been mistreated by the Mercedes team. So
A lot of extent.
I mean, he never had a chance. You know, if you're a driver and you are always thinking about I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Verstappen never had a multi-year contract with Mercedes. He was always renewed for a 1-year contract.
What? Not Verstappen. You said Verstappen.
Acha.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Bottas had
Yeah.
always a 1-year contract. So when you're driving in that whichever whichever year's championship you're driving, and you're always fighting to get the next year's renewal, and then you are expected to drive properly, like be fast, and then also when you're not able to perform, you're just getting radio comms like, hey, you need to step out and give pass to Lewis and those kind of things. It's not great for somebody who's within a competition. It just
Very true.
breaks that mentality to go for the gap and just hard on the throttle.
But
It was very
Bottas showed like they like Mercedes has missed out on a huge like championship rivalry within. Well, to be honest, it's actually kind of like a win on the Mercedes management team that they got such a nice guy to go along with whatever they're saying. Because any other driver in his place would have really fought. Like we like the, it but if imagine Max was in place of Bottas and like Max has the skill and Hamilton has the skill, right?
then
So
they would be crashing.
it would have been
It would be a recap of 2016.
yeah, in 2016, however back you go, Senna approached and everything. Like we could have seen that, but with Bottas and Hamilton too. So even the at the worst part is when they announced him shifting. When Toto was asked to say something about that, even then, literally in the first sentence, within 5 words, he had mentioned Lewis. Within 5 words. They couldn't even give the guy dignity to say something great about him. They had to connect him with Hamilton. Like where literally the first sentence is like, oh, he was a great teammate for Lewis or something like that. With Lewis, they have built a great team. ऐसे करके.
Yeah.
Hello, that was absolutely horrific to see, and I am absolutely happy for him to go at Alfa Romeo, and he'll probably pick up the pace at Alfa. Alfa will get to learn a lot from Bottas. I
Yeah.
think.
here because we saw Kimi's demeanor change when he went to Alpha.
Because he got more laid back.
He himself said that he is able to race in a more relaxed manner.
Okay. I
You know,
see.
like,
That's a
yeah,
small team
because when
also.
you're not in a top tier team, you have more area to work around with.
Hmm.
You can make mistakes and you can, like, it is finding the correct setup for the car.
But
is
every
something
team
that-
wants to be a top tier
Yeah.
team, right?
Yeah, of course. But when you are not already in a top tier team, that is when you get a chance to play with the setup of your car to find the best compromise. Yeah, but that is something that I think Bottas was missing in Mercedes because the cars were set up to Lewis's preference. And he was unable to play around with the setting because it was already, the car was sort of built around Lewis and his strengths and to
Yeah.
hide his weaknesses. So he didn't get a chance to, experiment with what he actually needs from the car. Maybe if
But
he
it has
actually,
been working because we saw in the sprint and we have seen it in all the races throughout. Like the
That's
car
why
is
he
there.
has to figure it out.
Bottas can do wonders with what he is given. So he knows how to even though the setup was with tilted towards Hamilton's preferences. Even then, he really like harnessed the energy of the car and really pulled it as well as he could. Like and I'm sure he's going to do the same thing again at Alpha. Because now with more and more choices, more
yeah, because I think
experimentation.
he'll have a say in the car's development because
Yeah.
somebody who's coming with 10 years of experience coming from Mercedes, I think they should listen to him what he has got to say and what he has got to
He is a
contribute.
wise guy. He is a wise guy.
Exactly, yeah.
and wise, because he has the way, and I would even go as far as to say that he has the wisdom to bring Alpha from the B tier to the A tier. Like if they really listen to him and take into account what he's saying, then they could definitely progress to the tiers.
I think they could
Aman.
definitely become a solid midfield team. That is something that they can definitely become. A solid midfield team. Right now they're like right at the back end, like except for Haas, which is anyway a shit car. Like they're the second, second on that list right now.
And the person who is going to gain from the most from this is Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi will learn a lot.
He stays.
Renew नहीं हुआ अभी तक ना.
अभी तक नहीं हुआ है. Giovinazzi, if he
still don't know who's the second driver for Alpha. Yeah.
So moving on to the highlight of Monza, the biggest, the most controversial part. Get over him, Max.
It was a face sitting session.
Yeah. God.
Yeah. Anyways, so the car ended up on top of exactly on top of Hamilton. So going into the corner, this was corner number 4 or 5.
1-2.
Okay, 1-2. So in lap number, it was something like middle minute, 25, 27 के आसपास. So in around lap 25, or the Hamilton's car was on the outside of the corner, right, going into the chicane, and Max was on the inside. So Hamilton kept pushing Verstappen off the track in the hopes that he would slow down. But again, Max being Max, he went in for the gap and didn't care. And his rear right tire had contact with Hamilton's rear left tire, and then it climbed on top of it, and they ended up on top of each other in a missionary position.
Not okay.
Missionary complex.
Yeah, let's not get into that. I mean,
so anyways, Hamilton was trapped under Max's car's body, and that was the end of the race for both of the title champions, contenders. So it was. What do you guys have to say?
I think the FIA did well in this. I agree.
That is arguable again, but
I think it's a sort of a racing incident.
But before that, exactly. What do you guys think of the crash? Who was at fault? Basically,
Max was at fault.
Well, if you don't go for the gap, are you really a racing driver?
No, listen. I understand the sentiment of that quote, but if you look at the recording of that race, there have been innumerable number of instances where the person who is on the outside at turn 1 then gets the inside line at turn 2, backs out because there is no space at turn 2. That is why you have those curbs to run over and ऐसे होके गाड़ी चला जाता है ना, उसीलिए बनाया है उसको. Everybody uses that. Whenever somebody runs out of space at turn 2, at the end of that chicane, तो they use that part. ऐसे bumpy होके गाड़ी उछल के निकल जाता है, ठीक है. Verstappen को वही करना था, उसीलिए वहाँ पर वो बम्पर दिया.
He did try that. What are you talking about?
No, he didn't try that.
He did try that.
He was sticking to his line.
He was going on the curb. His आगे का चक्का went on the curb, and that is when he lost control.
No, man, क्या बोल रहे हो?
अबे वो steer नहीं कर पाया. वो steer
अगर वो if he went left over the bumps,
Huh.
then he wouldn't have been that close to his car, Lewis's car, to get on top of his car. I mean, his car. Listen. His Verstappen's right rear tire
Huh.
was just behind Hamilton's left rear tire
Huh.
because they were close. है ना? Superimposing position of the car.
Yeah.
Right. So how are you saying that he was going away from the car?
Ruko.
He was pursuing the corner.
I'll
Yeah.
explain like I will have to show the footage मतलब उसमें.
I mean, it is a racing incident, but
Absolutely, it is a racing
incident, but Verstappen is to be blamed.
Verstappen is to be blamed for the fact that he went in for the gap. Well,
Yeah.
but
See,
if you don't,
Lewis had
I
closed
don't
the
know if you. Yeah. On this point, I saw an interesting video from Driver 61 where he was explaining.
yes, I was gonna refer that. I was going to say that about that. Anyways,
Yeah, like before turn one, Lewis gave a car switch for Verstappen, which gave incentive to Verstappen to attack the inside. I think that was the main point, but then he closed the door immediately, and it became sort of like Verstappen being the aggressive one. He usually goes for those sort of gaps, even though there isn't that much of a gap. Yeah, PK.
ठीक है, क्योंकि already Max curb पे चढ़ गया था, ठीक है, before the crash happened, and he tried to turn inside. He really tried, but he couldn't because आधा चक्का उसका आधा left part of the like car was in the air kind of because of the bumpy. And I told you, no, they lose grip. मतलब it's difficult to control on the curve.
Yeah, listen.
हाँ, तो उसी में वो कंट्रोल वो पूरा लेफ्ट घुमाने का कोशिश किया पूरा, बट वो नहीं जा पाया. हाँ, उसको ब्रेक मारना चाहिए था. Yes, no doubt.
I'm talking about the escape route here.
Escape route?
There is an escape route here. You see, like Apex पे there is a green part.
Yes.
Apex के left hand side पे there is a green part where, according to me, he should have gone. Like instead of putting his left front wheel on that orange wala sausage curb, he should have been on the left, completely on the left hand side of that orange sausage curb. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, so
But,
which is what he didn't do, and which is why it is a racing incident, but it is like Verstappen's fault. So
but again, he did try. Like it's not completely like Max is at fault because
yeah,
but he
that
tried.
is one
He
thing.
tried.
It is a racing incident.
True.
But it's like both are at fault. Like Verstappen is slightly more at fault.
Hamilton is the king of strategically positioning himself
He's the
always at the
master
right
of
place
gray.
at the right time.
He is the master of gray areas. Sometimes it backfires, but most of the time he gets away with it.
He is always in the right place at the right time. He is a master strategist, and we are seeing Sith Lord vibes from him now. So, because it's insane. He always ends up on the good part of every crash. Like every crash or any incident that happens, anything happens on track, he's
You
always at
cannot
the
say
right
that.
time.
Yeah, it was his mistake or whatever.
It's always like
Always racing incident, Hamilton, racing incident.
yeah, true.
Yeah, that's
true.
cool.
He's the master at positioning himself correctly.
But yeah, I mean, at that chicane, there is an escape route, and this is the situation. Why this is the exact situation where that escape route needs to be used, which Verstappen didn't use. That's what
because he didn't want points.
Because he went for the gap that exists. yeah.
Sort of existed. That sort of existed.
Sort of.
Hamilton, we have.
I heard what Verstappen had to say. I mean, I heard what Verstappen had to say after the race. He said that he expected him and Hamilton to go into that going to turn to together and then race out of it. That's not happening.
Because it's
Who does
Hamilton.
that when you're like,
No.
does-
Other
I
people do it. Other people do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah, I would expect that from Kimi, Alonso, Ricardo,
absolutely,
these kind of
absolutely.
people.
Uh,
But when you are fighting for the championship, you
those
don't
people,
do
those
that.
people have some fundamentals, or I would say
Yeah, they
उसूल
are
है.
old school,
उसूल
man.
होता है. उसूल है उन बंदों में. Hamilton में नहीं है भाई.
Yeah, I see.
Hamilton उसूल
जीता
वाला
जीता
नहीं है. He
और
he
championship
will win hook or by crook.
that
He started
happened.
बोला fuck off.
Arey,
हाँ.
all this is cool, man. This is what racing is all about.
हाँ,
But
absolutely.
the fans are like, dude, क्या
Yeah.
करते हैं ये लोग?
Dude, shit.
Reddit पे इतना रायता होता है भाई. Like, I hate the Halo because Lewis is still alive and all that. Dude, what?
Enjoy करो ना यार, rivalry को enjoy करो, मजे लो.
और क्या वही we haven't seen this kind of rivalry for a very long
Yeah,
time.
I
so-
mean, I think the new fans don't know what racing is all about because they
They're just
haven't
seen-
seen these battles in the last
Yeah.
decade.
wow.
None of the I don't think turbo hybrid era or V8 era में there were these battles after like in the last decade. So किसी को पता नहीं है जो लोग last 10 साल में
which
देख रहे हैं.
comes to mind is Nico Rosberg and Hamilton का fight.
Yeah, Nico Rosberg and Hamilton का fight. But they were in the same team and they
Yeah.
had the same car.
It wasn't like multi-team rivalry because
हाँ.
all the other cars were even close. And
And you
also,
know, it's not the toxic behavior is not coming only from the fans. The toxicity comes from Christian Horner and Helmut Marko.
Oh.
Also.
Oh my god.
I
the
mean,
power
they are,
couple. The power
yeah,
couple.
I mean, they are very bitter, and
Yeah.
I mean, the zeal to defeat Mercedes has consumed their, I mean, cognitive reasoning abilities. I think.
To be honest,
Yeah.
that when a team has been winning this many times back to back, everyone is gonna be bitter because everyone should be bitter. Even McLaren should be bitter at this point because they were the best mates with Mercedes. And
Yeah, but it was
why
McLaren.
isn't everyone on the grid bitter with Mercedes? Because they have
Because
too big of a lead. They have too big of a lead from from any other team. Like in terms of engine capacity and everything, performance, performance and everything. So they have too big lead. And they have too much resources at their hands, all due to Hamilton winning back to back. So I guess the bitterness is definitely like it makes sense in my mind. But again, to show the public face, like in their interviews, they shouldn't be this bitter. Like everybody is probably bitter.
I mean, they blame. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that Christian Horner cannot blame Mercedes for winning races, na?
Christian Horner is a straight up shit talker at this point. ठीक है, वो बस he is the physical embodiment of a Reddit shit talker. Like he just shit
A
talks.
very diplomatic shit talker, mind you. Very diplomatic talker.
हाँ, that is true. इसीलिए तो मतलब वो बस अपना वो स्लाई वाला अटैक सब मारता है.
मेरे को छोटू
I mean, it's
कब
not
दिखने
just
वाला
about-
है? Chill.
I mean,
Ah,
everybody knows about Christian Horner. Let's talk about talking about Helmut Marko. Hi, Cookie.
Cookie is interested in something else right now.
Acha. Okay, so I mean, Helmut Marko said that Gasly was not the driver that Red Bull was seeking because Gasly was trying to change the car according to his like preference. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see what is wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean, they had such huge expectations from a driver who is driving your car for like 4 or 5 races, and you expect him to be at par or just around the performance of Verstappen, who has been driving that car for 4 years. That is illogical. I mean,
This is one of the
somebody
reasons
who
why
is,
Danny left.
yeah, somebody who is who is the chief of driver academy and those kind of things, who has been in the business for more than 20 years, you don't expect such kind of comments from somebody of that stature, right? I mean, you give every driver at least a full season to understand the car and how that car performs at different tracks.
Hmm.
I mean, it's very difficult to digest such kind of
Very
comment from
narrow-minded
you guys.
A very
Very
narrow-minded.
Yeah.
narrow-minded. But it has been
And-
getting them results, so they don't give a shit.
But not good results, man. Matlab, unless
To be honest, what? They have been ultra successful. They have, if you have their academy, if you have like 5 or 6 drivers on the grid from your academy or in some way related to Red Bull, that's a huge win on their part.
no, that
Their
is
aggressive strategy
so
is
I'm
working out.
saying in the sense of them being able to challenge for the championship.
Yeah.
From
Well,
that
Danny got
perspective-
really shafted by Red Bull, to be honest.
Oh, that was
They-
they, in Drive to Survive, they sort of made it look like it was about the money, and even like some people are saying, oh, he wasn't getting enough money and all. Like these guys want to win championships. These guys want to win races.
Danny made a lot of money.
Danny made a lot of money at Renault. He's already making a lot of money at McLaren.
Yeah, but
So
still,
money is not an
it's
issue.
never
He
about
wants-
the money.
It's about equal treatment, and he knew that he wasn't getting equal treatment. The
Yeah.
car from then wasn't going to be able to be molded according to him. They were putting all eggs in one basket.
I can probably imagine Red Bull like behind the scenes going into the production and saying shit like we don't show us in bad light and everything. They control the
Christian
narrative
would
way
do
too
that.
much.
I completely agree with you. Christian would
They
do.
absolutely they don't give a fuck. They will do anything to like clear their image. And Red Bull has been having a pristine image for a very long time, but now their aggressiveness is like aggressiveness to win titles is showing, and it's gonna bite them in the foot sometime or the later. But it has been getting them good results for the whatever after Vettel period. So it's fine for them right now, but it will bite them in. Like that is why Danny's win in this race was even more sweeter, because it felt like he was getting back at Red Bull. It's like fuck you,
Yeah.
fuck you for not giving
And
me
on
a chance.
Verstappen.
Exactly. Fuck you for not giving me a
That-
chance. They should have given
that-
him a chance.
Yeah.
I wish so much that if Danny would have had the control of the current RBR, what is
Oh,
it,
man.
14 right now?
I'll be 16.
14, right?
I'll be
16.
16.
So if he would have gotten his hands on that car, I can imagine he would have been a title contender right now.
Yeah, he definitely.
Highly
would.
probable. Highly
It's not too late for him to win a championship.
Yeah,
that's what-
definitely. I think, 2022 McLaren. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yeah, very, very excited.
Yeah, man.
The underdogs of racing right now, McLaren.
So let me ask you first, what predictions do you have for Sochi?
Okay, predictions for Sochi.
GP. Do you
Sochi
think
is a straight
Mazepin
track.
will win? Do you think Mazepin will win?
Oh, you mean
Top five
Mazek
finish for
King?
Mazepin.
Did you mean Mazek King?
Mazepin. Mazepin, get in, Mazepin.
But it's since Sochi is a street circuit, we really would like to see Ferrari come into their own. This track is very like edgy, because the turns on this track is like very 90-degree esque. Like most of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Do you think
6,
McLaren will struggle or
7.
will they thrive?
McLaren is gonna struggle hard this time. we shouldn't be expecting much
If
out of them right
McLaren
now.
will be struggling, then Ferrari will take advantage.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is why
they
I'm
will.
expecting Ferrari to come into their own on Sochi.
Ferrari
Because-
podium.
Ferrari podium. Well, I would
Okay.
definitely like to see that.
Yeah.
Definitely, because Max, and again we will see the rivalry play out between Max and Lewis, and we should, since
Max
the race.
has a three-place grid penalty. Max has a three-place grid penalty for this. So even if he qualifies
Oh.
first, he will start from fourth.
He's gonna be aggressive as fuck.
But he'll overtake, man.
He will definitely like be around 1-2, like within 10-20 laps or so. Within 10 laps even, I would go as far as.
You know, it will be really interesting if like Hamilton starts ahead of Verstappen and then Verstappen tries to attack from behind. Like,
Yes, that is what's gonna happen, right?
yeah, I think that will happen and it will be very interesting.
The number of
I-
races are really less right now to
By
that is left. How many races are left now?
I think 8 or 7.
8.
8.
Oh my god, it's really gonna get heated up because now
By the way,
it's
by
even
the
more
way-
important to watch the start of the race now.
This is a high downforce track, right?
Can
Uh,
look like it.
Can you? Because if Sochi is a high downforce track, then Mercedes might also struggle quite a bit.
Look, there are a lot of 90-degree bends, or even more turns, like even more than 90 degrees. So it's going to be a high downforce track. It does seem
think
like
it-
so.
it is a high downforce track.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It's a high downforce track. So the more
They say
downforce
it's a
a
medium.
car has,
They say it's a medium. They're saying it's a medium level downforce, but I think it's gonna be slightly higher on the side.
Yeah.
I am expecting Ferrari to be in the top 5. Both drivers in the top 5. Okay.
Okay.
Max.
One of the articles says that. One of the articles says that Sochi is a fairly low downforce circuit, mainly due to 2 long straights as well as flat out turn 3. In order to fly along the white sections without following the road and the corners around. I don't know. There are lot of disparity online. I don't think.
To be honest, there isn't that big of a straight. There is no
Yeah.
straight at Sochi. Like there is 2 small straights. Like from where they start to turn 1 is a straight, and then turn 1 से turn 2 तक is a straight, and turn 10, 11 और 12 वाला तो वो तो पूरा वो curve ही है. तो मतलब उसपे भी downforce चाहिए ही होगा.
नहीं मतलब it's like a flat out curve.
But it is a flat out, but the more downforce a car has, the more control they will have over the narrative.
I think
of that.
sector 2 is high downforce
Okay.
and sector 3. Sector 2 it is a high downforce track. man.
It is a high
Sector
downforce
3
track.
में तो बहुत downforce चाहिए.
सेक्टर
2
1
में
पे भी बहुत डाउनफोर्स चाहिए. क्या बोल रहा है? सेक्टर 1 पे जो टर्न 2, 3, 4 है, उसमें अगर तुम्हारा डाउनफोर्स नहीं रहा तो घंटा कॉर्नर नहीं कर पाएगा.
correct. Yeah, it is a high downforce track. Go Ferrari!
Ferrari top 5 guaranteed.
I am expecting Ferrari top 5, yes. But also, I am expecting a Ferrari win. Well, again, I need something. We need some excitement around.
If
If Ferrari wins, it will be like, I don't know. It will be mind blowing.
they'll
McLaren
redeem
will be-
themselves for Monza.
Ferrari will be like McLaren को देखने के बाद हम जीतेंगे रेस.
No, but
मुझे
even in
भी चाहिए.
Monza, they did not do badly. Even in Monza, they
No,
Yeah,
I-
they didn't do bad.
They
Yeah.
didn't do badly,
It just
absolutely.
didn't suit their car.
But again, it's their home track, so I guess the fans are kind of a little bit. I've seen on online Reddit.
No, but it was on the opposite
They're very
spectrum of
bad.
the car performance, nah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But most new, as you said, the newer fans don't understand that, right?
No, but I think Ferrari fans, Italian fans should understand is
they want, everybody wants results. Bottom line पूरा
Yeah.
होना चाहिए.
Schumacher spoiled them. Schumacher has spoiled them.
Oh yeah, Schumacher spoiled. They are more result oriented now because of that fucking German.
Yeah. Earlier, Ferrari struggled so much.
Yeah.
For 20
But-
years.
but
they did
anyways-
not get it.
So
Ferrari
one
has been struggling
one-
since 15 years. It's not.
No. I'm saying before Schumacher, it had been 20 years.
if there isn't any major incident between Lewis and Max, then we can definitely expect Max to win this one. Okay. If
There is a chance.
something happens, there's a good chance that Max will win this one if he plays it safe, which he isn't going to, since the race, the number of races are very less.
For him? You
No,
think Lewis will make-
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
वो जान भी देगा भाई, इसको आगे नहीं जाने
वो
देगा.
गाड़ी घुसा देगा, वो घुसा देगा. Get in there, Lewis.
अबे I really don't think कि मतलब इन लोग का battle में ना, when these two guys are battling, there will be any result from those battles. They only have to nail the pit stop strategy. Both these guys.
Yeah.
Their teams.
Yeah.
I really don't think that battles will be fruitful in any way. I think they are going to crash all the time.
They
Seriously,
can't
they
keep
will.
crashing like this back to back.
Yeah, they just won't let the other one pass, man. It's
Don't
very-
forget, but इन लोग का क्रैश का बिल्स भी बहुत होता है. और
बहुत
इन लोग का
होता है.
कहते हैं मतलब स्पेंडिंग का भी रेगुलेशन
Billions
है.
होता
Spending का भी
Billions होता है.
regulations है, which मतलब costs them a lot, reduces their budget for next year.
कोप्चा में ले जाके मैक्स को कोप्चा में ले जाके क्रिश्चियन हॉर्नर और हेलमेट
And
मार्के
next
दोनों
year, next year 10 million और कम हो रहा है बजट सबके सारे टीम्स का.
हाँ तब तो और ड्राइवर्स लोग को सेफ होना. तो इसीलिए तो एवरीबॉडी दैट इज व्हाट जेरेमी क्लैर्कसन सेड. नो, दे आर मेकिंग द स्पोर्ट बोरिंग. There is no more excitement left in F1. Now there is because Lewis and now there is.
मजा आएगा.
Now there is because Lewis and like Max are like really fighting it. But मतलब
Like
yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson, whatever he says, na, if that is implemented, फिर तो हो गया.
अरे तो of course
We
we
should
don't-
promote dangerous driving. Oh, nice.
we can only look towards him for criticism, not for improvements. Jeremy Clarkson himself says that.
I mean, his criticism is really on point. Like he really gets to the exact cause that, like,
Yeah.
what is wrong. Like he really gets that, and his analogies are really awesome. Yeah, of course.
Funny.
Yeah.
but anyway, so सबसे यूनिक परफॉर्मेंस जिसका दिखेगा, तो आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम दिस वन फ्रॉम वेटेल. ठीक है, it's a high downforce track and he really knows if his car supports him as much as he wants it to, then I think he has a really shitty car, to be honest. But if he can really pull through, then we can see a huge jump in Vettel's position in the Aston Martin. What do you guys think? मतलब कोई तुम लोग के दिमाग में है जो सरप्राइजिंग जिसका हो सकता है?
Okay, I'll go for win.
ट्रैक record अच्छा रहा है.
I'll go for win. I'll go for podium and top 5. ठीक है? When I've said this is a red herring, I'll just said Ferrari because I want something, some
herring,
spice, some spice in that mix. So that's थोड़ा सा red chili spice भी आ जाए उसमें. Ferrari win. Top 5 for Gasly. And top 5 में कहीं पे भी हो सकता है वो. Top 5 can be anywhere.
Absolutely.
And
हाँ, ठीक है. Semantics में समझा.
And for a podium, I would go for because I'm a romantic. I won't go for Daniel.
Yeah, we
Just
do
because-
want to see Daniel.
Just
But
I know
he's
he
not
won't.
gonna support him.
It's probably not gonna happen. But okay, I won't say Daniel. I'd say a McLaren podium.
Okay.
Okay.
We can expect that because Lando is quick at the corners. Even though his car doesn't support him, even then he's quick at the corners. So we can definitely expect that. Yeah. But to be honest, like I really think मतलब अबे और किसके बारे में भी I was thinking मतलब this is not gonna be a sprint wala thing, right? This
No.
is going to be the normal one.
Yeah.
This should be that's it I guess. मतलब हम लोग का तो सारा
Gautam, what about
prediction.
you?
हाँ Gautam.
I think Hamilton wins the race. Ferrari podium, and Alonso will be the standout performer.
Nice. Very nice.
Nice. But to be honest, I can expect Daniel to be like 6th,
Standout performer.
5th, 4th, 5th के आसपास वो आ जाए अगर वो सक लिया तो 4th, 5th तक भी अगर सक लिया तो मतलब हम समझ जाएंगे कि हाँ
लैंडो से आगे कि लैंडो से पीछे?
लैंडो से पीछे इस ट्रैक में ही इज गोना बी लैंडो के पीछे क्योंकि मतलब पहले ही वो फाड़ देगा लैंडो पहले ही फाड़ देगा तो कॉर्नर से वो बहुत अच्छा है एंड ही नोज हिज कार बेटर देन डैनियल राइट नाउ so I think he's gonna be the one leading him this time and Daniel will be supporting him probably.
Okay, so we come to the end of our track talk podcast with our triple heads. This is a triple header. This is a triple head track talk. So thank you for tuning in. If you stayed till the end, I don't know who stayed till the end.
We are wishing that you stay to the end.
Because that's what podcasts are about. Thank you and goodbye and peace. Bye.
So if you like this video, then do please subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot more videos to come. Share this video freely with everyone and drop us a comment as well. We'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.